Welcome to Fast Stang 444. If you've been watching my videos and you're not subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? Click on that bell. I'll jump into this game about midway. There's a Chola. I was trying to engage in a head-to-head with them before they got it. Unfortunately, I did not. So the dance begins here. And this is going to be Final Arena 3. So I led them away. They followed. We are now in a head-to-head. And I will fast forward this up until I get close to the finish. That is typical of where finish points for Arena 3 are, over on this bridge over here. They did actually really well keeping up, although I am in the Camaro, so no major accomplishment for them there.
Opponent eliminated!
Happy to be out of the Camaro and into the Great Hoonigan Group A. I will jump ahead where I am over here engaging in a head-to-head with this MG Metro. This wound up being a very easy one to win. Get on the pavement and put the power down, leave the MG Metro in the dust. And this player that gets into the Funko, I've seen this gamer tag before. They are a skilled player.
Opponent eliminated!
I instantly will turn the direction a head-to-head will lead. And here is a level 7 Ford Bronco heading away from the direction of the head-to-head, and I'll enlarge the mini-map. It looks like they just parked back there and conceded the loss, so bouncing off of that building doesn't change the outcome.
Opponent eliminated!
I prefer the Lamborghini Centenario for this final showdown over the Funko that will head westbound on the pavement. This player takes a level 5 Porsche. And there is a level 10 on the perimeter back there in a Hoonigan RS200. That skilled player in the Funko was just eliminated, and their victor takes the Funko. That Porsche was outside of the arena and is eliminated. So we have a 3-driver final showdown here. You can see on the map this point that I like to leave from for Arena 3. The range of time to leave is 22 to 26 seconds. I will leave at 25 seconds. I go by the Funko as I am timing my exit here. I'll call this a perfectly timed exit with speed at 2.5 seconds, which will leave 1 second remaining on the timeout bar. Go into the right lane here and try and bumper block them. Just nicked them. Go into the guardrail and they go flying by me. That was a swing and a miss. And the finish is in the lava field, very close to the church ruins. So I have to take a bit more of a drastic route here. Although I know this well, I will take this ramp. There's a gap between the trees on this line, and I've enlarged the mini-map. The Hoonigan RS200 follows me. They nick a tree through there. The Funko off on the left behind me. They hit something there. There's a few trees to get through on this line. I do. Cross the finish for the win. Yes!
Welcome to the secret society of the Illuminati! Oh, shh.
Win 3,928. Yes! I'll jump into this game as I jump over this car and engage in a head-to-head with them as they try to take that level 6 Porsche. And I'll open up the map and pause this. I can see where the finish is. And this is going to be Final Arena 17 in the Baja. I went on to engage in another head-to-head and wound up in the level 7 Ferrari, which I know I have to use caution with in the Baja. So here comes someone towards me. I don't know if they could see me on the mini-map or what was going on there, but they are in a level 10 Funko. So I need to go. I need to get over on the beach here and put the power down, and I know to go farther to the left around the dunes that are off to the right there, and they make a fatal error. They are going over the dunes, and I am going to be able to steal the level 10 Funko, and I call that an unnecessary risk. They're already in a level 10 that they can use in the final showdown, trying to run up the number of eliminations, but there's no sense in it if you do not make the final showdown. So thank you very much for the Funko. And to put icing on the cake, I beat a self-proclaimed cheater.
Opponent eliminated!
And the funny thing was, I was going to attempt to influence the finish down the coast in the Ferrari, but now that I have the Funko, I will go the normal direction I go. Park over here on this dune next to the cacti, directed southeast. Right here is the point I like to leave from. This player completed a late head-to-head and gets into a level 8 Nissan GTR.
Head-to-heads complete! Get ready for the final showdown!
You can see on the map this point that I like to leave from for Arena 17. The range of time to leave is 12 to 14 seconds. I will leave at 14 seconds. I will angle a little farther to the left. It's a greater distance to the arena wall, as it seemed I was a hair early. Perfectly timed exit with speed at 3 seconds, which will leave a half of a second remaining on the timeout bar. And that Nissan GTR left early and is eliminated. Finish appears to be influenced down the coast. Over the left edge of this small dune, avoiding the obstructions around that intersection. I will continue on this line and go around the dunes, keeping them to the right. I will just gradually turn over towards this finish here. As you very well may know, the Funko can be a handful at top speeds, no abrupt turns, and pulsating the throttle I found is the trick. Now the finish is right ahead. Slow down so I don't spin out here. That was close. Whoa. And there's a car coming up quickly right behind me. That winds up being a Hoonigan RS200. which is the best off-road level 10 in the Eliminator. What an epic win. Yes, stealing the Funko with the Ferrari. Haha.
Congratulations! You are the Eliminator!
Win 3,929. Yes. Haha. This level 1 Nissan Tesoro winds up rage quitting, and I had opened up the map early. I knew it was going to be Final Arena 6 in the southeast.
Opponent eliminated!
Here is a level 5 Porsche, which is what I am leveling up into nearby. So I am turning the direction the head-to-head will lead, and they are heading away from the direction of the head-to-head. I engage in a head-to-head and am able to ghost through them. They tried ramming me, but the second that you engage in a head-to-head, you ghost for just a second. This head-to-head actually leads to the northeast because it's earlier in the game, and it could be somewhat deceptive if you are not aware of where the final arena will be.
Opponent eliminated!
All right, keeping it in the Porsche family, Porsche 959. I'll open up the map and freeze frame this here and put the overlay for Final Arena 4 and 5. You can see those are both outside of the arena wall. Now I will scroll down and show you Arena 6 and 7. You see the swamp that is within the arena wall? That is a clue. It will be Final Arena 6. And I saw that early on and was just opening up the map to verify all of that. I will jump ahead. I wound up going away from where the final arena will be, away from the progression of the game. This car comes over, tries a ram challenge, much like that other head-to-head that I just showed you. And this is kind of a rarity. Both of these head-to-heads that I showed you were in Porsches up against the identical Porsche. And this head-to-head leads to the southeast, around where the final arena will be. So I had the advantage again against Dandy Duck.
Opponent eliminated!
Alright, Merc AMG GT. I will jump ahead. I went away from the progression of the game, away from where the final arena will be. See, I am outside of the future arena wall as I engage in this head-to-head just north of the Pyramid Strip with that Volvo. Just ahead is the stream, so I will take this bridge. There are steep inclines on either side of it. And just beyond this dirt road that has a bend in it is this ridge. Jumping off of that ridge, you go over all the trees and rocks that are down below over to this finish.
Opponent eliminated!
Right, great. The Lamborghini Murcielago. And I will jump ahead. I tried going away from the progression of the game, was unsuccessful at engaging in another head-to-head, so come to the point where I like to leave for the final showdown in line of that angled dirt road ahead on the edge of the woods here. I am up against a Hoonigan Group A much better off-road vehicle for this final showdown.
Head-to-heads complete! Get ready for the final showdown!
You can see on the map this point that I like to leave from for Arena 6. The range of time to leave is 18 to 20 seconds. I will leave it 22 seconds. All of the ranges that I give are for level 10 vehicles, so I will add 2 seconds to the maximum. I will angle to the right. There's a greater distance to the arena wall to the right. I could see I was a hair early and tap my brakes, which winds up being a perfect exit right at 3 seconds, which will leave a half of a second remaining on the timer bar. Getting between those trees with the final showdown pop-up is challenging. Now I am right in the line of this finish. I'll angle a little farther to the right. There's a clearing here. I will open up the map and scroll up. I slowed this down actually. I can see there is a short jump into Copper Canyon. So I need to go across the highway here, and there is the stream that is ahead. I will go between the two bridges. Do not get in perfect line of those bridges. You can get hung up underneath them. Random trees on this line as well. Now I can see right where I am at. I will go between these two rock faces and climb up this hill here. Rock face to the left I want to be right of, in this depression of the hill. Okay, Group A is just behind me. Go over in line of this road. And I know I have to slow down here. That I could quite possibly overshoot this jump. So I slow down. I overshot it regardless. Now I have to hurry up and turn back. And fortunately, the Hoonigan Group A overshot it as well. I have the win. Yes. The Hoonigan Group A comes over a bit too late, and there was a Lamborghini Centenario that jumped down late as well.
Horizon, please congratulate the Eliminator!
Win 3,930. Yes. I'll jump into this game about midway through the game. I was chasing those two cars that engaged in a head-to-head, and a third one comes over, so I turn around on them and am heading the direction the head-to-head would lead. And I knew that because this is going to be Final Arena 14, and I was outside of the future arena wall. You can see the overlay there for Final Arena 14. So I should have a fairly easy win, having a head start over towards this finish. And I do. And I am going to stay in the Audi RS6.
Opponent eliminated!
I will head over to the city here, and this car winds up chasing me, so I will turn around on them and engage in a head-to-head. Winds up being a level 9 Jeep Trackhawk. We'll take a direct route over to this finish here. Trees without hitting any of them. So far so good. And in this case I will take the Jeep Trackhawk and try and get into another head-to-head and get into a level 10. Use this as a springboard to get into a level 10. I actually recognize that gamer tag as a skilled player. I was kind of surprised that they did that, but I am sure they were getting desperate to get out of the Trackhawk and didn't think I would be able to beat them. So I came over on the perimeter hoping to catch someone out of position. That didn't happen, so I am just kind of full sending it. I am in desperation mode here. I need to get into a head-to-head and get into a level 10 here real quick. And I see someone over here in the trees. They park and go invisible for just a second, but then they start moving. And they are in the Merc AMG 1. There we go. I caught them heading away from the direction of the head-to-head, so if I have a clean run through here, I should be able to beat them. Trackhawk, even though it's greatly hated, is decent off-road, so I'll get over to this finish and get into a level 10 here.
Opponent eliminated!
I will take the Hoonigan RS200. This will be a better car for this off-road final showdown. Because I engaged in a late head-to-head, I incurred a half-second damage on the timeout bar. I will come over here, just right of this electrical power tower. This is the point I like to lead from.
Head-to-head's complete. Get ready for the final showdown!
You can see on the map this point that I like to leave from for Arena 14. The range of time to leave is 15 to 18 seconds. I will leave it 14 seconds because of that half-second damage that I incurred. I will slow my exit down so you can see it gets to 3 seconds before I get to the arena wall. I exit with a great amount of speed at 2.5 seconds, plus that half second of damage will leave a half of a second remaining on the timeout bar. I will turn towards the road that's right of this electrical power tower, avoiding the buildings that are off on the left. Then angle slightly over to the left in line of this finish. Across the highway is the lava field. In the southern end of it, there is a road configuration that's roughly shaped like a bird. I know I can go through the neck and we'll continue on this line and then go through the northern end of the lava field on this line. This is a clear route through the lava field. This is the last of the lava field here. Now, I need to get up the mountain. And I will open up the map and pause this here. I can see the finish is straight ahead on a mid switchback on the east side of the mountain. So I will slow down, not full send it through the trees here so I can get through the trees without hitting any of them. Funko is just behind me, and I think they hit a tree back there. And I managed to get through the remainder of these trees without hitting any of them. Last tree, and I've got it. What an epic game, beating Jeep Trackhawk with the Audi RS6, and then taking the Trackhawk, beating a Merc AMG 1. Yes.
Welcome to the secret society of the Illuminati! Oh, shh.
Win 3,933. Yes. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video along with all of my videos. And if you've been enjoying my content, subscribe, please. Help me grow my channel.